Test. 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 Testing. Okay, we can start now. So if you have questions, you can just type out your questions in the chat. So if you look at the resource package, there is one Turn to the Chongbun Mid-Year Exam 2016. Chongbun Mid-Year Exam 2016. It looks like this. So if you take it out, I'll go through very quickly. If you look at the first question, what can you infer from the sketch about the prisoners of war? So if they're asking you about prisoners of war, and this is the picture, can you see the picture clearly? This is the picture. So it basically shows a skinny guy in a prisoner of war camp. So this question is quite simple. So if you see this in the exam, do it immediately. Just give me an adjective about the prisoner of war. So because they are skinny, you can see their bones. Hence, I can infer. So follow the question. The prisoners of war from source A that the prisoners of war were. You can use adjectives, but in this case they're asking you about what happened to them. So because they look so skinny, it tells me that they were ill treated. Yes? So ill treated is the word. So what is your evidence? Just tell me what is in the picture. So I see a skinny guy here. So I will type the source shows, because it's a picture, so I use the word shows. That the POW was malnourished and hence he looks very thin with visible bones. You have to exaggerate how he looks like. Okay, visible bones. Thus, explain, this means that they. So what does malnourished and visible bones tell you? It tells you that they were not given enough food to eat during the occupation. Then you link back, thus this tells me how they were ill treated. Okay, so this simple inference for the first question. Ken, do you have any questions for this? That is the explanation. Wait, hang on. Oh yes, you can also say that the prisoners of war were not given enough food to eat because they're asking you about them during the occupation. So if you say I can infer they were not given enough food to eat, then you can say the picture shows that they are skinny and malnourished. This means that the Japanese must have treated them very badly and hence not given enough food. So that is okay too. But for the exam, try as far as possible to give an adjective. So as far as possible, give an adjective so that you won't fall into giving a description. You can give a description if it's correct, but if not, try as far as possible to give an adjective. In this case, the adjective here is they were ill treated. Yes, one paragraph for 4 marks. If they give you a 5-mark inference question, that means you need 2 inferences. Okay? Okay, moving on to the more important question. If you look at the second question, how similar are these two sources? Whenever they ask similar, how similar, you must give similar and difference. Okay, repeat again. How similar? One similarity, one paragraph, one difference, one paragraph. So start with the similarity. Okay, start with the similarity. So if you look at the source, I have the picture over here. Okay, in what ways are B and C? Oh, sorry, this is not the picture. Yes, so B and C. So we look at B first. It's the first page. So source B. Okay? Okay, hang on. Oh, sorry, it's not B and C. It is these two, C and D. So how similar are sources C and D in this case? I don't think I can draw on this picture, but just try and follow. So if you look at the picture, this source here, how similar are they? So if they ask you how similar, that means the similarity is the more easier to answer question. So try and pick out what the source is talking about first. So if you look at the second line, we had soya bean bread made of small portion of soybean. The rest tapioca and grit. The only way we found later on was to eat cut into small pieces, dry fry in oil and become crispy. The situation was so bad that poor people were picking up banana leaves which people had thrown away after eating. So what does this tell me? That they were picking up the banana leaves that people threw away. So after someone has eaten his food, they picked it up to eat it some more. So what does this tell me about the food? That's the question. So what do they tell me about the food? Can anybody guess? The food was okay, you see, the situation was so bad they picked up banana leaves which people had thrown away after eating. Some of them even took up dead rats. In what situation will you have to eat dead rats and you have to eat food that people have already thrown away? What type of situation will you need to do this? Naturally, you won't eat contaminated food. But why would you? No, it's not appetizing. Why would you want to eat? Why would you need to eat contaminated food? Okay, yes, correct, because there's a scarcity. Yes, not enough food. So food was scarce during the Japanese occupation. That is your inference. So if you look at the second source, does it say that food was scarce as well? Where is the area evidence in source D that tells me the food was scarce? Correct, they eat what they can. Very good, Brandon. I can see your answer. Where? Because they never threw anything away. Yes, banana skin. Even the banana skin was washed and sliced very thinly with salt, and they never threw anything away. Hence, this tells me food was scarce. If food was not scarce, they wouldn't have to slice the skin so thinly, and they wouldn't have to throw anything away. Okay? So that is your criteria. Yes, so anybody want to try how to write the first sentence?